at the Marketplace in Bolton, and it's a huge event that's happening with staff from the University of Bolton, and I've got Julie here, who's one of the main organisers of this event. Tell us all about it, Julie.
Yes, certainly. This event is showcasing the work of staff, both tutors and technicians, from the School of the Arts in Bolton, and they have submitted pieces of their work, brought it together. I think the idea is further down the line, when the students start back, they can bring the students and actually let them see the work that's being done by the staff.
To give the students inspiration, especially what you would call the freshers.
Absolutely, yes. I did my degree in Liverpool a long time ago, and I can honestly say I never saw my tutors work. So it was really, you didn't really know where they were coming from. But with this, as soon as you see somebody's work, you understand their way of thinking a bit more, and I think you understand, the conversations you can have with them a bit better.
I must say there are some really fantastic pieces. I've had a good look around, in particular a dress that looks like it was a bridal dress of some sort, and that's been sort of made into a piece of art. Tell me about that. Who did that?
I don't actually know. You'll have to look at the label. But that's just one of the examples of the diverse work that we've got here at the moment. I don't know all these people personally. I do work with the University of Bolton a lot, but some of the staff are new to me, so I've only just met them today.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for letting us interview you, and we hope you're a huge success for tonight.
Thank you so much. And this exhibition is open on Fridays and Saturdays from 1 o'clock till 5 o'clock.
I'm here with the wonderful Steve at the event tonight. Tell us all about what you're going to be doing.
So in the show, I've got some photographs that are from my time working as a photojournalist. There's one from where I was reporting on a homeless campaign where they occupied a beautiful old empty Victorian block in central Manchester and opened it up to homeless people. Then there is another photograph that's from that represents the cladding crisis. So it's a picture of one of the tower blocks in Salford, actually, that's still under tarpaulin whilst they try and get rid of the cladding. And then there's another one that's from the anti-fracking protests. There's probably about 10 years ago this now, actually, anti-fracking protests in Manchester, and there's a theme between them all. It's about how we kind of manage and organise space, and it's about how when communities take ownership of space, they become more useful.
Would you say you're quite a socialist then?
Very much.
And what is your role at the University of Bolton?
So my role is I'm programme leader of digital media and content creation, which is a fairly multidisciplinary course where students work with photography, with video, with design and publishing, both for their own sort of areas of interest. So they make work about what they're interested in, but also in a sort of communications role. So they work with different local organisations and businesses and charities and stuff like that to create content to help promote what they do.
Thank you.
Cheers. Wonderful.
Hi, I'm here with the amazing Charlotte, who's created what looks to me a bit of a masterpiece at the opening of the Marketplace, where we are at the Hive tonight. Tell me all about this piece that you've done.
So it was originally started by some of my samples based on a story that I created about a dolphin coming of age in the 21st century, and because it was talking about how they use technology and how that can influence your happiness, I decided to look at what modern technology I could use in order to kind of elevate my designs. So I started looking into AI. So I took my original samples, their embroidery samples, and then used that into AI on different levels, and kept going back and forth to kind of get inspiration and work from it and then do the next thing. But in the end, I made all the dolphin with all the embroidery on it, but it was with the help and inspiration of AI.
It's a great piece. I mean, art is interpretive. Like I said to you, is it a whale, an orca? And you were like, no, it's a dolphin.
No, yeah, which is fine. It can be Yeah, it's open to interpretation. It's supposed to be almost like a slightly abstract. I mean, the overall dolphin is more clear that it's some kind of fish animal, but like within that, it's like I've tried to lean into how AI isn't always perfect to reflect how like humans aren't perfect. So I've kind of used that inspiration and interpreted the dolphin in different ways throughout the piece. Like,
Yeah. And what is your role at the University of Bolton?
so I'm a textiles technician there, and I really specialise in embroidery. That's my passion. I love embroidery.
That makes sense because there's a lot of fabric
Yeah.
on that dolphin. It's great. I love it. And the way it just catches your eye as you're coming past the building, it's suspended in the air. Was that your idea?
Yeah, well, yeah, but I had the advice on different people of how to suspend it, because I don't have as much experience in creating stuff, curating, sorry. So, yeah, I wanted it to look like that, and then I had help to kind of achieve.
It's really good. Well, thank you so much, Charlotte. You've done a great piece of art, and I wish you well in the future.
Oh, thank you.
I am here with Sam, who is the head of school for the University of Bolton. Tell me a bit more about that, Sam.
Hi there, it's great to have you here. I'm head of the School of Arts and Creative Technologies at the university, and that includes all of the fantastic art and design areas that are represented in the exhibition today.
Great. And have you got any work exhibited?
No, I have nowhere near any kind of talent like these people. I just enjoy the joy of looking at what they do and supporting them and making sure they get the opportunity to be able to do what they do brilliantly.
And did you come up with this event, or were you part of a panel who decided to create this?
No, not at all. That's what's brilliant about it. It's entirely organic. So colleagues from across the school have got together. They talked about, wouldn't it be a fantastic idea to show their work for their own benefit, for the community's benefit, but also for all the new students that are arriving in next week, to demonstrate that all of our artists, lecturers, technicians are practitioners, experts in their own field, that they're creatives. So they really set a fantastic example. Yeah.
And they've had to create a piece for tonight, or pieces for tonight, so they've felt that pressure that students feel, I suppose.
Absolutely. And I mean, some of this work is stunning, but it adds authenticity to the learning experience. If a student can see that, let's say, Faye's work over there, Faye's actually creating this amazing work, taking all those risks, doing something experimental, doing something new. It's so important that they're inspired by their tutors, because they can see these people are real artists too.
It is inspiring. I've seen some wonderful pieces, and they've taken me in various directions. There's all sorts, different materials. Is that something that you sort of proactively advocate?
Oh, absolutely. And of course, all of our programmes from the arts are represented here today. So we've got fine art pieces, textile pieces, fashion pieces. We've got a really wide range of photographers, photojournalists. And these are the whole range of courses that we have in the school. So it really represents the full spectrum of courses that we have.
Well, it's fantastic that you're here tonight to support your amazing colleagues, and thank you for taking the time to speak to me, Sam.
Not at all. It's an absolute pleasure. Thank you for joining us.
I'm here with Neil, who is the organiser, the initiator of tonight's project here at the Community Hive. Tell me all about it. And you've also got some work on the walls as well, haven't you?
Yeah. So I kind of initiated the project in a way that I tried to just kind of shepherd everybody in a way, really. So I'm a lecturer at the University of Bolton, and kind of the way things are going in terms of our teaching, and also like the industry, the creative arts industries, is that there's so much more like cross-disciplinary practice going on. There's people that are not like settled in one sort of discipline, and they're like, artists are sort of working with scientists and, other people in all sorts of disciplines. So I thought it'd be like a really cool idea for everybody in the School of Creative Arts and to come together into one exhibition and show the diversity of all of our different practices. And I think that, really reflects well in the exhibition, because there's so many different kinds of works, but they all like talk to each other in really interesting ways.
They are very different, very unique, and I have commented on that a lot tonight. It's really great to think that the lecturers, the tutors, have created this work, and that it's come to fruition. I bet you're very pleased about that, aren't you?
Yeah, you know what, I mean, it's one massive challenge that we have actually sometimes is getting the students to sort of see that we are actually artists. We're not just like teachers. So like we're standing in front of students and sort of saying, look, we're artists as well, and like we're helping you to become artists. So we're like no better than you. We're just kind of further down that path. So we're all like, another challenge is to be able to craft the time in the working week to be able to do the research and do the practice. So to be able to put on an exhibition like this and have students see it, you know, I think that sends a really good signal, especially, you know, being in the centre of Bolton as well. Loads going on in Bolton. You know, it's a really interesting place, especially the fact that there's places in which we can show work. Might not be possible in Manchester, actually. So
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me, and I wish you the best for the future. I'm here with Bea at the Community Hive at the Marketplace in our very own Bolton, and she's a demonstrator. Hi, Bea.
Hi.
Thank you for letting me talk to you. And the reason I wanted to talk to you is because you created a wonderful piece of art that I noticed straight away when I came in. It was like a bridal dress that you've created into a piece of art. Tell me about that.
So it's basically about like women in society and kind of like how women feel the pressure to hide behind like a mask, and they can't really sort of be themselves, and especially around like, you know, brides and the pressure of wearing white and being like pure, and I just don't think I think it's totally outdated and a bit barbaric. So
Yeah, it's definitely very non-conformist, and I think that's why I like it, which obviously reflects you as an artist, but you do a lot of other things for the university as well. You've got a Saturday club, I believe.
yeah, so the National Saturday Club, we meet up on a Saturday morning, and it's for 13 to 16 year olds who are interested in art. The National Saturday Club do loads of different things, but we're like an art club, and we get trips to London, and they show their work in exhibitions at the university, and yeah, it's just really good for young people to be creative and get into the art world.
That's an amazing initiative. So literally 13 to 16 year olds can come along on a Saturday to the university and get involved with art.
Yeah, completely free as well, so it's really good, and they get to take a lot of stuff from home with them, so we can make things like tote bags and badges, but we also do like lino and collaborative pieces. This year we're going to be doing some model making. Yeah, it's really...
Well, it's fantastic of you to give up your time like that on a Saturday, you know, to teach these young people, because I think that's where art is instilled. Do you agree?
Yes, absolutely. I think that the arts are definitely like really important in like mental health and well-being, and if we can get the young people creating art, then it'll like go on into like adulthood, and it'll change their future as well.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Bea, for taking the time to talk to me. You look fantastic, by the way. Absolutely great. And the dress is mine. I'm going to have that dress, I tell you. Thank you so much. Thank you.